Good evening or good morning, Taurus. This is David with Tarot and Astrology for All, bringing you your reading for the next 7 days. Very interesting reading for you today. I feel like a lot of you Taurus have been stepped on, have been trodden. You're tired of people stepping on you. You've been taken advantage of. You've been taken for granted. I feel like a lot of you have been walking a very spiritual path. Please don't mind my loud as fridge. It's going to be like this for a little while, and I'm sorry that it had to have happened during your reading. Now, I wanted to do this later on, but I very much feel that I just have to do it now and forget what's going on. I will not let this fridge step all over your reading. So, that being said, before I even drew stones for you guys, the word reset happened to cross my mind as I was thinking about who the next sign will be. Then, as I drew these stones, the "Don't Step on Me" rock, right, popped out. The second stone that popped out at me was the "It Is What It Is" stone. So I feel like regardless of the things that have been going on right now, it is what it is to you. There's no way that you feel like it could have happened any worse or any better, right? And I very much feel that you're gonna persist through these dark times, or you're gonna persist through these how would I say, you're gonna persist no matter what happens. You're gonna, whatever the difficult times are that you're going through right now, I feel like one of the affirmations to ask yourself, or well, not to ask yourself, but to say to yourself, to ask your guides, is hold on, this fridge, okay, it's saying, I ask my guides for help to find the best path forward. And in doing so, what's going to happen is going to allow you to balance your mind, your body, and your soul. This is going to help you to purify yourself, right? This is a reset that we're talking about. So emotional reset, spiritual reset, physical reset, mental reset. This is gonna do a reset. This is a big reset, basically. And what this is gonna help do, it's gonna help you recognize any unhealthy patterns that are going on in your life right now, Taurus. And it's gonna actually affirm whatever values you've built within yourself. Now, one of the very important things is that there's a lot of spiritual knowledge that you're actually going to be using in order to move forward, and also that you're going to be using to build this new chapter in life. So with that being said, I want to go over to your astrological reading. Your sign has Venus, the Sun, and Chiron in your 12th house. Now, Chiron is known as the Achilles heel, and when it comes to Chiron, it's your triggers. So if you look very deep within you at the way that you express yourself, you're going to find the key to unlocking a lot of these things that maybe have felt like a prison for you for quite some time. Now, there's a certain beauty in that. I've been telling people that problems don't just go away if you ignore them. You have to face them head on. And I very much feel that you've been doing that, Taurus. You've been going through a pretty dark time, I would say. And regardless of how dark that time has been, you've been finding connection through friends. You've been finding connection through your community, and being able to mentally connect to your community to gain that balance of mind, body, and soul that you've been searching for. And I very much feel that this is something that's going to help you quite a bit, and it's going to help you through any future dark times that will make themselves apparent to you. Now, you also have Uranus in your first house under Taurus, and this is really expressing your unique values, that strength, that persistence, right? That energy of the bull. And this is going to be very, very apparent in how you move forward with your values. Actually, acting on what you value and what you feel, and how you bring this sense of uniqueness to the world is the way that you should go. You should pour a lot of energy into not just talking about what your values are, but actually living your values, Taurus. That's going to go a long way in not just helping you among your friends, among your family, but this is actually going to help you in your workplace too. Make sure that as far as your workplace goes, if any of you are influencers, make sure that you refine yourself. Make sure that you refine yourself in a big way, because what's going to happen is that people are going to see that obsessiveness that you have towards building your dream or building your dream life. And that's going to be very important when it comes to communicating how you really feel, and doing that in a nurturing way. So that being said, okay, so what does the fox say, right? Right now, the fox isn't saying anything. And I very much feel that as you, as a person, this is more of expression, right? You're going to be expressing, that you don't like people stepping on you, and that this is it. This is a new chapter in your life. You're not going to allow people to step all over you. You're going to get grounded, and you're going to allow yourself to end these toxic patterns that maybe you've been feeling in your life, and allowing yourself to begin that new chapter. I feel like you guys have been very observant so far, and this observantness is necessary in order for you to see those unhealthy patterns that you've been in one way or another participating in. So I very much feel that you have to be guided by the universe in this sense. You know that things are what they are. It's not like you're actively trying to go against the grain or anything like that. I very much feel that that you've been grounded in this sense. Like, I feel that with the lamb energy, you're just allowing the universe to guide you and to take you where you need to go. I very much feel that you're in an energy of allowing the universe to show you these unhealthy patterns, so that you have the ability to change them and face them head on. Not so much in like facing the evil for what it is, but I mean facing the evil and like, you know, this big old adventure, but it's just, it is what it is, you know. I don't know how else to explain it, but it is what it is, and you're just connecting to your intuition and being your happy self, right? And so I very much feel that so long as you keep that up and you observe things and analyze them, you're going to be able to understand what the lessons are, and understanding there's a greater purpose to it. See, I definitely feel like there's a lot of different things that you're letting go, and these things are necessary to let go, as I said, in order to bring balance to your mind, your body, and your soul. I very much feel that you don't feel like you're that much in the dark anymore. I very much feel like I feel like you're swimming into the deep to gain more knowledge, to gain more insight, to gain more intuitive sense as to what's going on. I feel like there is a little bit of anxiety that you might be feeling with the mouse card coming out, but I feel very much that you're grounded. All of these little lights right here, I feel like that's the universe, and you're connecting with it, because the next card that's right here is the Crow. And the Crow is one of those cards that sees the past, the present, and the future. So I very much feel that this is the space that you're in right now. You see the past for what it is. You understand where you are presently, and you understand where you want to go in the future. And if not, you're going to start understanding this soon enough. All right, so there's a spirit of giving and receiving, Taurus. I very much feel that you've been giving a lot, and now it's time for you to accept whatever the universe has to offer you. I very much... All right, let me do that again. As I was saying, it has to do with giving and receiving, following the promptings of the universe. You know, wherever you hear that intuition, let it guide you. And I very much feel that a lot of you guys have been doing that. So let's see. Yeah, definitely not saying anything, but you're communicating in the way that you move, the way that you do things. The Arvo Parrot, when it comes to this card, it's about changes and the potential that's behind changes. But you see how he's pointing to his throat? This is activation of the fifth chakra. Now, the fifth chakra is right here at the throat. There's gonna be a time where you're gonna need to, or where you are gonna say what you're going to need to say. However, right now, it's a time of just being quiet and acting upon whatever knowledge you've gained. And this is going to be that fine line of communication that people are going to read from you. Now, regardless of, you know, of how the circumstances are turning out, he has a smile on his face. He has a smile on his face, and I feel like you have a smile on your face too, Taurus. Yeah, giving and receiving. Some of you Taurans have a hard time of receiving things from the universe, and I very much feel that there's a necessary need for you to open up your heart. Open up to the guidance that the universe has for you, and this is what's going to allow you to really tap into that intuitiveness that we all know you have. All right, Tobaira of the healing waters, right? Tobaira of the waters. This card is typically a card of healing when it comes to this deck, and when it's coming in the reverse, I very much feel that there's certain things that you're holding on to, Taurus, that need to be let go in order for that balance of mind, body, and soul. And at the same time, I very much feel that with this card coming out to 10, this is what's going to lead to your happiness. You just have to reach for your dreams, right? As the spirit dancer is doing right here. Many times that requires for you to do with your eyes closed, to do it in faith. And as you do that, you're going to see your opportunities open up for you. This card is 3 and 6. And if you add 3 and 6 together, that comes out to 9. 9 is about happiness, but it's also about humanitarian efforts. So I feel like what's going to help you let go of some of these emotions is re-engaging in humanitarian efforts once more. Certain ideas you're going to have to walk away from, catching a glimpse of the 6 of Swords. Certain things that are going to be coming to an end, catching a glimpse of that 10 of Swords. And let's see. Let's go ahead and explain what the Arvo Parrot is trying to say. Temperance. So hold your tongue for now. Maintain balance. You're on a road specifically that's going to lead towards your happiness. So pay attention to that, and pay attention to what you pour into pay attention to what's coming through the collective conscious and what you're manifesting into reality. It's going to take courage, it's going to take knowledge, but I very much feel that you have that right now, Taurus. You actually have that, and you're going to be speaking that truth, very, very shortly. Okay, first off, the ones that came right at me in terms of my mind is, so long as you're able to manage how your mind, or how you organize your mindset, and how you keep track of your how would I say? Keep track of your daily happenings. There's gonna be happiness in your life. Actually, a lot of happiness. Third one to come out is the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. So keep your mind on the main issues, and this happiness is going to show itself regardless of how things turn out. All right, and one more card. Let's see what will explain Tobaira of the Waters. Now, I feel like that main issue is not accepting help, Taurus. That's something that needs to change. So when people try to help you, go ahead and accept that help. You'll see how much it helps. Okay, so there is a necessary need to go into hermit mode in terms of finding out what it is that you need to let go of, and also what's going to bring you healing. This is card number 9, as you can see. card number 9. And card number 9 has to deal with happiness. So in order for you to make a in order for you to take action, in order to shower yourself with healing waters, and in order to heal yourself from the mind, body, and soul portion of it, focus. There's gonna be a need to focus on the main issue of not giving and receiving properly. There's a necessary need for you to engage in unconditional giving and receiving. That can only happen once you go into hermit mode and find out how to unconditionally give and receive, and that's what's going to allow you to move steadily forward. I very much feel that you're not going to you're not gonna care so much about romantic issues. This is probably an issue that's gonna happen in terms of like stability and stuff like that. But there is gonna be a death that comes about from all of this, and that death I very much feel is this great reset that I was mentioning. So it's gonna be a death of a lot of various different things in your life, and I feel like there's gonna be big events that are gonna happen, that are gonna bring things to an end. Just be mindful of these changes. Don't let these changes offset or off balance you. They are what they are, but it's gonna stop people from stepping on you, and it's gonna balance your mind, body, and soul. Oh, all right. So you're gonna be standing in your power, Taurus. There's going to be a very spiritual path that you're going to be walking through, and this path is going to require communication, but this path and the changes that take place are going to build a whole new life for you, and this path is also going to be something that's going to be this new thing that's going to be built is something that's going to have that stability that a Taurus is looking for, as well as maybe some of the energy of a Capricorn helping you to build this new beginning and this stable long-term beginning. All right, there might be a few bumps along the way, certain things that you might be uncertain of, certain well, I don't know how to say, certain things that maybe you may not be able to let go of, certain south node things, so things that you might be addicted to, certain addictions might pop up. I feel like that's a big thing with the and this might come about from other people, your acquaintances and stuff like that, but there's going to be a necessary need for you to organize yourself, or to maintain your organization, because a lot of things are going to be coming at you in the future that are going to like try to knock you off balance as far as your mind goes. But I believe that as you find out that it is what it is, and you don't let people tread on you anymore, you're going to reach that balanced state anyways, and that balanced state is going to carry you through all of this stuff that might happen in the future for you. All right. Keep doing what you're doing, Taurus, and at the same time, just keep mindfulness of how you do things. Keep in mind that things are going to change, so you're going to need to adapt. You're going to need to balance yourself out every so often, but of course, you know, that's the choice that you're going to have to make, and of course, this balance is necessary. So thank you, Taurus, for being here. This reading was exceptionally well placed. It's time for you to let go of some of your skills and connect back to the universe. Just allow the universe to guide you as necessary. Okay, so with that brings me to the end of your reading. If you liked it, if you resonated with it, go ahead and like it, share, subscribe, share it with other Taurans so that they can gain this information too. And I will go ahead and see you on the next reading that I do 7 days from now for Taurus. I am David with Tarot and Astrology for All, signing out.